Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is KEVI Cab, and as I always tease my next video in all of my YouTube reactions because I have my videos on autoplay for like I put them in an autoplay group, so like whenever I finish a video it helps in the next video. And it was teased I am going to be reacting to some Blackpink Born Pink tour is a hot mess. So I unfortunately financially unstable and couldn't get tickets at the same time. I tried to get tickets but like the site crashed, and then when I came in the tickets were gone basically. And then I looked at my bank account statement and I was like, oh, I couldn't even afford it at the first place. So I'm missing out on this Born Pink tour, but I am gonna make a little piggy bank and I'm gonna save some money so when BTS or Blackpink has their future tours, well, BTS will be in like 2025, but like if Blackpink has like a tour in 2023-ish, then I'll probably go to that tour. But yeah, I just want to see a little bit of a compilation of moments of why the tour was a hot mess. But I think this is could be serious and could be a crack meme video, but I just want to see the overall tour. But yeah, let's get into today's video. If you guys do not know, my bias is a rose, and yeah, that's it. Period. Cut the line. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh, and the video is by Sotri Films. I'll put the credits into my description box. Okay, let's pop it up for y'all to see it. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's go.
Blackpink had their very first concert in Seoul, kicking off their tour, and boy did a lot happen. From the whole group being unsynchronized and offbeat, lip-singing and bumping into one another, to Jennie performing one of her unreleased songs, Lisa pole dancing on stage, and Jisoo performing Liar by Camila Cabello, is enough to say that this concert has been full of surprises, and this is only day one of their tour. Also, a few K-pop idols were spotted at their concert. We had Minnie from G-Idol, half of Twice members were there. Leah and Yuna from ITZY were also spotted there, and Lisa's family came to support her. Anyways, let's get into these performances, starting off with their group performances. They performed Shut Down, Type of Girl, Tally, Kill This Love, Crazy Over You, How You Like That, Pretty Savage, Don't Know What to Do, and finally Love Sick Girls, and then they each had their own solo performances. During their Type of Girl performance, I don't know what the hell Rose was doing, but she was like 10 feet away from where she was supposed to be. Jisoo had to end up correcting her and pointing her to her correct spot. Then, during Crazy Over You, Jisoo bumped into Jennie because Jennie was in the wrong position. Lisa then drags Jennie to her correct position, and then the performance continues. What's so funny about this is that on day 2 of their Seoul concert, to avoid this from happening again, Lisa signals Jennie with her hand to get to her right position. Also during that performance, it seems like Rose was having some mic issues during Jennie's rap verse. You can see her behind Jennie, signaling the people backstage to fix her mic quickly before her verse came up. But, although there was some minor mistakes and issues during their performance, it was still pretty good. They performed well. Especially Lisa. Lisa has an amazing stage presence. Also, Blackpink performances are always better when they have backup dancers. Their backup dancers carries their performances. Without them, their performances sometimes fall flat. The rest of their performances was decent until they performed How You Like That towards the ending of their performance. It's like they all gave up and said, let's give them the worst show ever, because this was just terrible. They were so unsynchronized, you would think they were all performing different songs. The way Blackpink gives sloppy performances, you would think they are being brutally overworked, but they are not. They have one of the best jobs ever. They work for a short period of time, then get a long extended vacation period. You would think, with all that time they have in the world, they would work on improving their weaknesses, and get better at performing on stage together, and especially work on their stamina. But it's like with each comeback and era they have, they keep getting worse and worse. Lisa is unfortunately the only one that gives her all throughout their entire performance, and she actually
Okay, so I saw my bangs are flying away. This is actually a serious topic. I thought it would be more like cracky, like memes of like, you know, the messing up on stage and stuff. But this is like serious talks about like the girls' first, I guess, tour in Seoul after a really long time. I didn't look at any of the fan cams of this show because I wanted to, you know, experience it in person. So I avoided all of the fan cams of it, but I never knew that this was a thing that was happening at the show. The synchronization at that one part really threw me off. Let me see what the creator was saying with this. I can say if I had to rank from the most power on stage to the least powerful on stage, and this has no hate to any of the members, I would say Lisa would be first, Rose would be second, Jisoo would be third, and Jennie would be fourth. I'm not saying fourth is a bad placement, but like I'm in my viewings when I see performances, that's the whole thing that I see. And like Jennie did have a moment back then where she did have a controversy of her being a lazier dancer, but then knowing that she does have I think it's like a health issue where her body aches whenever she dances. So I would give her a spot of just like, it's okay, it passes type of vibes, because you know it's a condition, so it's totally fine. But like just seeing that like this is a thing after not having a tour for so long kind of hurts me a little bit, and I'm just a viewer on like watching this from a viewer's perspective. And like knowing that the girls have probably rehearsed a lot and tried their best to give a really nice performance. And usually Blackpink's performances are not really ever bad. I think is this the show, maybe there were some technical minors issues in here, and maybe something was wrong that like caused the show to be a little bit more wonkier. But let's dive into the video a little bit more and see what we can unpull out of this.
Tries to execute their choreography well and brings all her energy out on stage, which is the bare minimum. But compared to her other members, she is basically carrying the group, performance-wise. Lisa even said, in an interview, "I wish each member has a stronger presence on the stage." Like she even knows that the other members don't give their all on stage every time they perform. Jisoo has never been the best dancer and performer in her group. Among her other members, she lacks significantly in that department. But I have seen some growth in her, especially during this solo. This is one of her best performances.
A lot of people were talking about that.
Stage presence and looked like she was having fun while performing. Her solo was one of the most satisfying performances to watch. Rose and Jennie are very similar. It's really a hit or miss with them. They either give you the best performance of their life or the worst performance ever. They both also lack stamina, especially Jennie. They start off their performances with 100%, but when they start getting tired, they start getting sloppy and stop executing choreography well. Every time I post videos like this critiquing their live performances, I always get comments like these saying, "Well, I would like to see you go on stage and perform, try singing while dancing," and I always giggle at these comments, like I'm not the one who wasted majority of their teenage years training to become a K-pop idol. Like I think a lot of y'all forget that these girls literally were training almost every day for years to become a K-pop idol, debut, and perform well live. Like every day these girls were singing, dancing, etc. And they were doing this for years. So forgive me if I think they should be at least good at their job with all that training they had to do. Like sorry if I expect them to be able to sing live while dancing without losing their breath and stamina within 2 minutes of performing. I also always get comments like these, "Their performance isn't bad, it's the camera angle. Their cameraman is terrible," although I do agree that camera work does play a major role in performances. If you have to depend on amazing camera work or your backup dancers in order to deliver a good performance, then you're just not a good performer. Camera work and backup dancers are all there to enhance your performance, but you as an artist should be the performance. If you are truly a good performer, somebody can take a video of you from the worst angle, and you will still be able to deliver and execute a good performance, because you are just a good performer. Blackpink is considered one of the biggest girl groups of all time. They all have millions of fans all over the world, and thousands of people pay to see them. They have a lot of hype, so the least they can do is live up to it. and for them, not. Being a super active group, they can't keep getting away with giving us terrible performances. Or making rookie sloppy mistakes on stage, like you have a reputation to uphold. This is what you trained years for. This is your job, so the least you can do is be good at it. You guys baby Blackpink too much. And that's why they come on stage and give y'all these terrible performances y'all pay to see. I don't. If you are claiming to be the best girl group in the world, you better live up to it. Anyways, let's talk about Jennie's new song. Jennie performed one of her
before we hop onto the Jennie topic, I do slightly, as a Blink, kind of agree with this video a little bit, because I joined the fandom as a Blink when they first debuted back in 2016. It's like during like Boombaya and like Whistle era when they first like released it, like, you know, like the girls out into the world. And like I basically supported them through how many ever years I've been out together. I'm sorry, my brain is just out. With all of this information that I'm collecting from this video, it's a lot to like process in my head. But like I've never doubted the girls. I felt like the girls always had so much power and so much I would say like growth in their music, and you can see in some videos that they are very, very high on energy, and they are very all-rounder person where they can sing, dance, rap, slay, and you can see that in some videos. But there is some performances where I see previously in like this tour that is a little bit more sloppier, a little bit more lazy work. And I feel like because we sometimes as Blinks gives the girls too much praising, which we should, but like I feel like it sometimes gives the girls like, oh, like if the fans love us so much, then like we can give like a 2 out of like 5 performance rating, which I feel like I do agree with the creator of this, saying that like if you train it for a really long time, then you should come out slaying. Like BTS, for example, are kind of just right on top of like Blackpink. So it's like it's BTS and Blackpink right afterwards as being the most successful groups in Korea right now. And BTS, I would say, always comes on stage giving a 13 out of 10 performance rating. They come out sweating, tired, drenched after every performance because they gave their BTS reference blood, sweat, and tears into their entire choreo and their entire performance. And I can see it when I watched the Busan concert. Namjoon was sweating so much, and even like the rest of the boys were heavily sweating because they have heavy choreo. They're singing live, never miss a beat, never miss a step. They're always giving a full-on performance as BTS, and like that's for them training for 10 years plus, you know what I mean? And with Blackpink, they've probably been together, I don't really remember their full like times being artists. I think it's like 6 to 8 years maybe of them being an artist group out there. But like I can see with Blackpink, sometimes they are a little bit slackier, not much on vocal and not much on rapping, but a little bit more on the dancing side because they aren't delivering it fully. And yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there. And yeah, I don't know what to say else. I'm like, I feel like my brain is like so much energy is in here, but yeah, let's move on. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this whole video, and we can talk about it.
Unreleased songs, called Moonlight. Let's first talk about the performance. Although she was lip singing throughout majority of this song, and the performance had a few awkward moments, it was honestly not that bad. I loved that part she started dancing with the male dancer behind the moonlight. That was clever, like she ate that. But I kinda cringe when he lifted her and she didn't point her toes. Maybe it's because I did ballet for a while, but that whole part was very hard to watch. I don't even think she could have pointed her toes because she was wearing shoes. But anyways, the song was cute. I'm glad she's embracing the fact that she is a lover girl, because what she was trying to do with her last song Solo wasn't working. She was trying to have this whole I don't need a man, I am better off solo image. Like girl, at some point you had more dating scandals than your actual music. Jennie is a relationship type girl, like she is the type of person that needs to be in a relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that, like she was even dating Kai during her solo promotions. That whole girl boss, I don't need a man image she was trying to imitate doesn't work for her. I hate when artists make music that is contradicting to their actual life. It's kinda like when Lisa said in Pink Venom. Makes no sense you couldn't get $1 out of me, like she didn't get scammed out of millions of dollars by her manager. Like girl, let's be for real, let's be honest with ourselves here. I saw a lot of people say they didn't really like this song, but this is honestly the type of songs I expect from Jennie. Like the song is Jennie Kim to the T. Jennie talks about the same things in almost all her songs, her relationship status, how there is nobody like her, and then randomly throws in Chanel or some designers she owns. Her lyrics aren't deep, sometimes even borderline cringe, but that's her and what works for her. I don't expect deep meaningful music when it comes to Jennie. I expect a cute lil meaningless bop from her, and that's what she delivers. Now would I personally stream this song? No. But in Jennie's standards of music the song isn't terrible, maybe not her best work, but it's not bad.
I actually did not hear the song because I told you I tried to avoid the performances. Yeah, I feel like this is a lot. This is why I fear on reacting to like more like drama, talkative videos like these, because like I feel like I'm gonna spill stuff out that would be annoying to listen to, or like things that might not relate to the video, because I am a very talkative person. But like I feel like this tour is definitely a different tour. I feel like when we got like previous tour, I think they were doing pretty okay. I forgot the tour name, but I really remember they started off with doo 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 doo, and they were wearing these pink little like tweeted outfits. But like I think that tour was a little bit more successful wise. But this is just the start off of the BORNPINK tour in Korea. So maybe because they do have other cities they're going to for their world tour, hopefully there will be a little bit more of a sweet addition and more add-ons and, you know, more better performances hopefully in the future. I'm not saying this as throwing shades to the girls, as I am a Blink since day one. So I'm just saying this as like a little thing, a little note, a little tip, you know, for them to like maybe look over and fix and maybe enhance more better. But it's just like a small little critique. It's nothing crazy. So please do not think this is a hate video. It's just how we Blinks are seeing it through a perspective of a fan cam, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this video short and sweet and stop talking, but I hope you guys did enjoy today's video where we reacted to BLACKPINK. BORNPINK tour is a hot mess. Oh, sorry. And yeah, that should be it. Yes, I just like burped and my mind went out of this world. But yeah, if you guys did like it, then please give me a thumbs up. Also comment any suggestions you want me to do down below. And lastly, subscribe to my channel because it really does mean a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, guys, setting up. Bye bye. Bye bye. Where turn this off? Ooh. Bye.